Timmy and his grandparents' Adirondack adventures. One bright and sunny summer morning, Timmy woke up with a huge smile on his face. He had been looking forward to this day for weeks. He was going to spend the whole weekend with his grandparents in the Adirondack Mountains. Timmy had heard so many exciting stories about the mountains, and today he was finally going to experience the adventures for himself. As he packed his backpack with a snack, a water bottle, and his favorite hat, his grandmother, Grandma Rose, called out from the kitchen, "Timmy, breakfast is ready. We'll meet our energy for today's big adventures." Timmy rushed down the stairs and sat at the table where Grandma Rose had made her famous pancakes with fresh blueberries. "Are we going fishing today, Grandma?" Timmy asked eagerly. Grandma Rose smiled. "Absolutely. But first, we'll go for a hike and see the amazing views of the Adirondacks." "Did you know the Adirondacks are one of the largest protected areas in the U?" she said with a wink. "They're even bigger than some countries." Timmy's eyes grew wide. "Really? That's huge." After breakfast, Grandpa John was ready to go. Wearing his old hiking boots and a big sun hat, he handed Timmy a walking stick. "This is for your balance, Timmy. The Adirondacks are full of rocky trails and towering trees, so we'll need to stay steady on our feet." Timmy grinned, feeling like a true adventurer. He had heard about the 46 high peaks in the Adirondacks, tall mountains that hikers love to conquer. While Timmy wasn't ready to climb any of those just yet, he couldn't wait to explore the forest trails. Grandma Rose led the way, pointing out various trees along the path. "That tree over there," she said, "is a white pine. It's one of the tallest trees in New York. Some white pines can grow up to 150 feet tall." Timmy looked up at the towering tree in awe. "Wow, that's taller than a basketball court standing up." As they continued along the trail, they saw lots of animals. "Look, Timmy," Grandpa John said, pointing to a small brown animal darting across the trail. "That's a chipmunk. They like to collect acorns to store for winter." Timmy loved seeing all the animals, but his favorite moment came when they reached a beautiful clearing at the top of the hill. "This is one of the best views in the whole Adirondacks," Grandma Rose said, spreading out a blanket for a picnic. Timmy looked out at the vast green hills stretching far and wide. The sun was shining on the sparkling lakes below, and Timmy could even see tiny boats on the water. As they ate their sandwiches and apples, Timmy noticed something moving in the distance. "What's that?" he asked, squinting his eyes. Grandpa John chuckled. "That's a loon." The Adirondacks are home to many loons, a type of bird that can dive deep underwater to catch fish. They also make a funny haunting call. Maybe you'll hear one later. After the picnic, Grandma Rose led them down a different path to a nearby lake. "Now it's time for some fishing," she said. "The Adirondacks have more than 3,000 lakes and ponds, so we're sure to find the perfect spot." They found a quiet spot by a sparkling lake with the sun dancing on the water. Grandpa John showed Timmy how to cast his fishing line into the water, and Grandma Rose gave him a few tips on how to be patient. "Fishing takes time, Timmy," she explained, "but it's all about enjoying the peace of nature while you wait." They sat quietly for a while, watching the ripples on the water. Timmy didn't mind the waiting. He loved hearing the gentle lapping of the water and the calls of birds in the distance. Suddenly, Timmy's fishing pole twitched. "I think I've got one," he yelled excitedly. Grandpa John helped Timmy reel in the line, and sure enough, Timmy had caught a shiny silver fish. "You did it!" Grandpa John cheered. "That's a lake trout, one of the many fish found in the Adirondacks." Timmy was so proud of his catch. "Can we let it go so it can grow bigger?" he asked. Grandma Rose smiled warmly. "Of course, Timmy. That's the best thing to do. The fish will swim away and live another day." After releasing the fish, they spent some time skipping stones across the water. Timmy managed to get a stone to skip 4 times before it sank. "That's pretty good for a beginner," Grandpa John said. As the sun began to set, they hiked back down the trail, the sky turning shades of orange and pink. Timmy was tired but happy, and his heart was full of joy. He had learned so much about the Adirondacks that day, about the animals, the trees, the fishing, and the beautiful views. That evening, they sat on the porch of Grandma Rose and Grandpa John's cozy cabin, sipping lemonade and watching fireflies twinkle in the yard. Timmy couldn't wait for the next adventure tomorrow. Maybe they would see a moose or hike up a mountain. But for now, he was content to sit in the warmth of the Adirondack evening, surrounded by the people he loved. The Adirondacks were full of endless adventures, and Timmy was just beginning to discover how magical they could be. Fun facts about the Adirondacks. The Adirondack Mountains cover about 6 million acres in New York State, making it one of the largest national parks in the United States. There are over 3,000 lakes and ponds in the Adirondacks. The Adirondacks are home to 46 high peaks, the tallest mountains in the range, each over 4,000 feet. The region is home to unique animals like the loon, moose, and black bear. The Adirondacks are one of the best places in the world to see fall foliage, with vibrant reds, oranges, and yellows during autumn.